In this video we are going to talk about 7 tips that you absolutely have to know about if you want to level up fast in Shakes and Fidget. Let's jump to the first tip, which is extracting gems. When you unlock the blacksmith at level 90, you will gain access to the feature Extract Gems. Here you have the opportunity to extract a gem from an item and thus destroy the item. You can pay for the extraction with either mushrooms or metal and arcane splinters. This feature is very useful, because it means you don't lose any power when switching to a better item. Black gems and orange gems, which are relatively rare, can be easily saved with this. Another advantage is that resources invested in an item are recovered to an extent of more than 95% during the extraction. Tip number 2 is to always change your equipment, and especially your weapon, after leveling up a few times. While equipment upgrades only make the character stronger in some cases, switching to a new weapon after a few level ups often gives you a direct damage bonus of up to 5%. With the power you gain, you can often defeat the next dungeons and then repeat the cycle. Tip number 3 is to swap runes on your items and therefore receive the best bonus, which is the 15% HP bonus. Items with runes become available in the game once you have collected 1000 runes in the Arena Manager. At the blacksmith, you then have the opportunity to select 2 items and swap the runes of these items. This is currently only possible with mushrooms, which makes the function relatively useless for free to play. By swapping the runes of 2 items, you can equip your best items with the best runes available. For maximum combat strength, the focus should always be on the 15% HP bonus. If you have reached the maximum value and still have rune slots available, the next step is to increase the total resistance to fire, cold and lightning damage as much as possible. Tip number 4 is to calculate dungeon chances by using the dungeon simulator on sftools.ma21.eu. This tool is incredibly useful and will help you figure out which dungeon you should fight next. First, open the dungeon simulator and click the button Poll Saved Players. Then click on Endpoint and log into your Shakes and Fidget account. After that, select the character for whom the dungeon chances should be calculated. Your character will now appear in the list under the button Poll Saved Players. Now you just have to select your character again and you can start the simulation by clicking on All. The website will now calculate all remaining dungeon battles and present you with a list of the chances of victory. With this tool, you always have a precise overview of which dungeon you should fight next. SF Tools is not affiliated with Playa Games, but you can use it without any worries. Tip number 5 is to increase your armor value above the maximum armor value of your class. In Shakes and Fidget, the displayed armor value always refers to enemies that have the same level as you. What some people don't take into account is that excess armor points are still included in the fight calculation when fighting against enemies with a higher level. This also includes dungeons. For this reason, it is always worth switching to items with more armor, even if the attributes remain the same. Tip number 6 is to farm Twitch drops. Twitch drops can be collected by watching streamers who are approved for drops. In order to receive Twitch drops, you must link your Shakes and Fidget account to Twitch in the settings. When you collect a drop, it will be credited to all characters connected to your Shakes and Fidget account. You will then receive an in-game message asking you to claim the drop within 7 days. Please note that Twitch drops may not work if you have multiple streams open within the same browser window. To get around this obstacle, I recommend using incognito tabs. In Shakes and Fidget, you don't have to go on your adventures alone. Once you have reached level 125 and defeated the first 9 dungeons, you will unlock the tower and with it 3 wonderful new companions. The tower is a dungeon consisting of 100 floors. For each enemy you defeat, you will receive a 1% permanent gold bonus on expeditions. For this reason, it is very important to equip your companions with good items. What some people tend to forget is that you can also purchase witch enchantments for the items of your companions. In contrast to your own character, you can only buy the 2 witch enchantments that influence battle outcomes. These are the witch enchantments for the gloves and the weapon, which boost your reaction and your critical hit damage. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a click on the like button, and if you still don't know how to play the Arena Manager, you should watch this video right here.